Okay, so here's the Lamborghini door hinge. There's three basic parts. This is actually the hinge part that goes in the vehicle. This is the passenger side, so you'll be looking at the passenger side. And this is a hinge part. It opens like this, so the door would open up just like a regular hinge, except it has an additional part. This is the main part. Like I said, this gets welded in. The second part is this bracket, and this bracket gets welded right to the door. So where the hinges are on the door now, this gets welded, and this provides this kind of motion for the door. And when you put these two together, get a big roll pin here. You put this roll pin in, roll pin goes in there, and what happens, so this is how this works. There's a couple stops here, but basically the action is this. The door opens up, you see that it opens this way, so if you look at it this way, door opens, so the door opens, and then it comes up out of the way. Try to move my hand. So if you can picture the door will be welded here in the body. Door opens up away from the fender, then the door lifts up. Attached right here on these points are the air shocks that drive the door open. So that's how the motion of this hinge works. It's fairly simple, but it takes a long time to put it in because there are no adjustments. So if you put it in wrong or weld it in wrong, that's it. You got to unweld it. There are no adjustments. And to hold it together, there's a plate. When you get finished, this goes on with a bunch of screws, holds the whole thing together, and that's how the hinge works. It opens like this, door opens up, and that's how the hinge operates. This is what the hinge looks like installed. Right now the door is in the open position. This is an extra part that I fabricated, and what you basically have to do is the door has to be held down so when it opens away from the fender before it opens up. If as soon as you crack the door, if it went up, it would ride up on the fender here. So this little piece of metal here holds the door down before it goes in the up position. You can see the pin, the door is in the open position, is welded in right around here, and the rest of the part, other part is welded right on the door. You can see the arm here. This is the arm that goes on, and that's welded right to the door, just like that. There's a look at the hinge from inside the fender well, and here's the air shock that drives the door open. And you also have to fabricate a piece of metal welded in there so you can put on the ball ends. I don't have the top shock on because the door doesn't have the internal part, so it's very light and springs open too fast. But you have to weld in a piece of metal for the air shock to mount. So I'll show you how the door operates, and this is how the hinge works. First you open the door opens away from the fender, and then the air, when it gets past that detent, the air springs push it in the up position. That's fully up. So getting in and out is not really a big deal. It opens up almost 90 degrees. And closing it is as simple as going like this. Comes down, door closes. As soon as you pop the latch, you see the door opens up and it starts to come up a little bit. And as soon as you open it up past the detent, the air spring pushes it up. It goes up very, very easy. You see it's out of the way, very easy to get out of the vehicle. It opens up almost 90 degrees. Closing it is as simple as just bringing it down, and as you get in, close the door. That's simple. That's how you install a Lamborghini door hinge. This is Peter from Cars and Guitars. Thanks for watching.